Vincent, in no way are you to play him anymore this season. He is not staying at Bayern. I never thought I'd see the day where I find myself feeling sorry for Nico Jackson, but the fact that Uli Hoeneß has just come out and not only admitted that him and his agent paid some of the fee for him to go to Bayern, but he's also said there is no way he's going to be staying at Bayern because he's not going to play enough games to stay at Bayern. And you know what? I genuinely feel really bad for this guy. But Uli Hoeneß is a bit of a weird guy anyway. A couple of years ago, he was running his mouth off about Harry Kane, and okay, yes, I was a bit rattled, and he actually ended up joining Bayern, even though I didn't think he would, or Harry Kane wants to join Bayern, whatever. That's not the point. But then he was crying about City potentially being interested in Kimmich as well. He picks and chooses when things wind him up, and he thinks he can direct everything. But it was all, the guy actually was done for tax evasion as well. We can't deny that he actually spent jail time for tax evasion. I actually thought Jackson was going to be part of a wider chain reaction that meant maybe he would join Bayern, and then next season Harry Kane could potentially come back to Tottenham again. I live in that delusion. I'm still very convinced that this happens, and that could still potentially happen next season. But the fact that he's come out and said those quotes about Nico Jackson. Mark is a bit screwed in terms of player valuations. When it was fixed, I wouldn't say Nico Jackson was worth 56 million, but you look at his return for Chelsea, it was like a goal or assist every other game, and it's not a bad record in the Premier League. The thing that lets him down all the time is just his discipline. All the time he'll get himself a silly red card, and that's where it went wrong at Chelsea because Maresca actually liked him. But I somewhat find myself feeling a little bit sorry for him because Chelsea completely isolated him. Yes, he was silly getting those red cards, but completely removed him. He was sitting there, looked like he was going to be stuck at Chelsea, a lot like Sterling is, and instead at the same time it looks like Bayern are going to use him under the 40-game threshold to keep him, ultimately just to send him back to Chelsea again anyway.